Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Subscribe and like this video to see more. And so we are going to be making origami ninja stars. So first thing you want to do is take 2 sheets of paper and do as I'm doing. You want to make a crease of a triangle right over here, like this. Sometimes the crease won't be perfect. That's why you have to flip the paper over. Sometimes to make the crease perfect. As I'm going to flip the paper over. And as you guys can see, that crease I made has this piece left. And the needle, as you can see, is like super sharp, not that sharp. But as soon as I touch it, it bends. I don't need that. I need the crease to be sharp, and I need the paper to get sharp by the thick. So near the end, the tip is going to be very sharp and very thick. So when it bounces onto something, for example, like a wall, it doesn't like crack real quick. So what you want to do is I'm going to make the crease. Okay. You want to do this the same paper. You want to do this with 2 sheets of paper. All the steps I'm doing here, you want to do it on the other sheet of paper. Basically, you're repeating steps until like when you get into the middle, you have to like switch sides and then put it together near the end. Yeah, in the middle, I think. Yeah. And then that's kind of complicated, but if you do that, then it'll work. But it's a little bit complicated. You have to just repeat all the steps that I'm doing right here. So this is kind of tricky. Sometimes it can get tricky, sometimes it's kind of easy. For me, sometimes it gets pretty tricky. So I try to do it as best as I could. Okay, now I need to cut the piece of paper. And now I have a square. As you guys can see, I now have a square with a diagonal line going through it. I'm going to fold this in half, but let me work on the yellow sheet, and then we'll go to that step. We're going to do the same thing that I did on the red sheet. I try to do this one a lot quicker, and hopefully it will work a lot quicker. Okay, good, that's good. Now, as you can see, I'm normally gonna cut it like normal. There's no secret to making this. It's very easy, like, no joke. It's one of the easiest origami things to make. Now I have 2 sheets of square paper. With these 2 sheets, I'm gonna fold them in half. This is not an even fold, as you can see, so I'm just going to fix that by opening it and then pushing the paper up to the point that I need. Doing that with both sides, using one finger, a bunch of my fingers to trace that line. Okay, now what I want to do is fold the 2 papers up, fold the sides up to the line, flip it to the other side, You want to make a thin piece of paper like so. As you guys can see, it is becoming a thin piece of paper. And to make the shuriken part, you need a thick piece of paper like this. But you're going to fold it a little bit more to make it a little bit more thicker. So when it hits something, the thing doesn't automatically just bend and break. Like if you get like a cheap one. Well, not a cheap one. Like if you don't do all these folds and you just make a light one, not cheap. And sometimes if you go to the store and like you buy some of them, like the plastic ones, they break pretty easily. So it's better to make homemade paper ones that don't break as quickly and are thicker. You might be thinking, oh, plastic's thicker than paper. But when paper gets lots of layers, paper is a little bit more thicker than plastic. I'm just gonna snip off this end a little, just because that wasn't even. Now I'm going to fold this in half again with the red piece of paper. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take the right side, fold it down. Okay, I'm folding it down. Okay, left side, folding it up, but neatly. You want to make this part neat. And then I'm going to flip the piece of paper over. And this side, I'm going to do the right side up. Right side up. And wait. Left side down. There's no secret trick to making these. Very, very easy to make them, and hope you guys like this video. Once we're finished, we're nearing the end, very close. Then what you want to do, you're going to snip the little piece. So it's like a square. You want to take a piece and make it a sharp needle. Do the same side. Get the same thing on the other side of the paper. And now you want to flip. If you've done it correctly, you'll have a little flap, and that's the flap you need. Fold this side down. Now I'm gonna get this, you wanna make an X. One side needs to have, each side needs to have a flap facing up. So the red side down has a flap, and this side up has a flap. This is the part that I messed up on every single time I made my Origami Ninja Stars. when I was just like starting to make them. I didn't know how to make very good origami ninja stars. I didn't know how to make good origami, and then my mom taught me how to perfect that problem, and it was very helpful. Otherwise, I would have never learned how to make them. This little piece fell out. Push that in. And there you go, your very own ninja star. Looks pretty cool, right? And once you're done, comment down below how yours turned out. And just before you go, like, subscribe, and share with your friends and family. Goodbye! See you all next time, and stay tuned for my next video. Goodbye!